We are the Willow Creek Paranormal Society, and these are our Specter stories. Evening, everyone. I'm Lacey Turner with the Willow Creek Paranormal Society. Meet Jessica Lopez and Bernadette Kaplan, the new owners of Willow Creek's Camp Tikihama. Remember that name? I spent 3 summers there when I was a teenager, and while I won't call it fun, not being an outdoorsy lady myself, a whole bunch of Willow Creek folks have strong, happy memories about the place, Bernie Kaplan included. I was a counselor there about 10 years ago. I loved it. It was the best summer of my life before I met Jessica. We did sports and crafts all day. The kids were adorable. The counselors were so fun. And it was just great. I was never lonely and I was never bored. So when the chance came for us to actually buy the old camp, when it went up for sale, we jumped at it. Well, Bernie jumped at it. You weren't as excited? I like hotel bars and high thread count sheets, not sleeping bags and bugs. But marriage is compromise. And Bernie worked hard for years, helping to put me through grad school. She's never asked for anything. Not until now. How could I say no? Well, it sounds like an exciting time in both your lives. But why are you reaching out to the Willow Creek Paranormal Society? Well, when we went to inspect the property after the sale, never do that, by the way. Just come on. Anyway, when we went to inspect it, we found, bodies. Fresh, dead bodies. 2 of them. College students from Foxbury. That's what the police told us. Except the police also found like 5 other bodies buried nearby. Older, but not old, right? Dead like 5 or 10 years. And all of them were pretty ripped up. That's the best way I can put it. Just ripped apart. That sounds like a police matter, not a ghostly one. Well, except the Foxbury kid supposedly had a 3rd friend they hung out with, a high school senior, and he's been missing for months. And the people who live near the camp, they've been reporting howling and snarling and growling, just really loud, really scary. I'm sorry, ladies, but I'm still confused. That sounds like an animal control problem. It isn't any animal any of us have ever met. That's what we're getting at. Look, we'll go to the camp with you, show you, and then you'll understand why we called you. And of course the police and animal control are already involved, but we think it might be something else. Do you know what? Nope, that's your expertise. I'm hoping you'll be able to help us. We want to open the camp again, to give more Willow Creek kids a chance to play and make friends and learn skills like we did. But we can't do it, not until all this is solved. Will you at least take a look? And viewers, of course I said we would. Alright, I've done some looking. The 2 dead students are Mike Hartnell and Carla Fox. The friend, the younger one, that's Harrison Boyce. He went missing 3 months ago. The discovery at the camp was the biggest lead anyone had, but the investigation's gone nowhere. Who was in charge of the investigation? Lieutenant Carrie Olson. Veteran of the force, straight shooter, great conviction record. No public complaints against her. Well, I never taught Harry Boyce, but I know the name. Word around the faculty lounge is that he took off for Del Sol Valley. He is a really good musician, a guitarist. Are we sure it's connected? Carla Fox's phone was recovered by her remains. She had several Instagram photos queued up that she'd never sent. And every single one of them show her, Mike Hartnell, and Harry Boyce at the camp. They were together for sure. What about the older remains? 6 bodies. All older than camping age. Drifters, maybe. The last owners of the camp basically abandoned it about 5 years ago. It's overgrown as hell, and it's obvious from the police photos that people have been squatting there for a good long time. I'm still not sure why Bernie and Jessica contacted us, unless they think it's some sort of cryptid. Even then, we're not exactly experienced with wild animals or cryptids. I don't like this. Look, it'll be fine. You and me will take the tour with the new owners. I'll go talk to the police lieutenant. Sadie, will you tag along on the tour with Eddie and Lacey? Gather what impressions you can. Of course. I'll talk to some of Harry's friends. They didn't seem to have any information back when Harry went missing, but it's a different story now. They might be ready to chat. Good. Sounds like a plan. Stay safe, everyone. It's like Lacey said, we aren't exactly hunters or animal control officers. If something looks or sounds or smells dodgy, get out. You too, boss. You too. All right, Eddie here with the lowdown on Camp Tikihama, which, by the way, is a totally made-up name. The camp opened in the 60s, and right away, Willow Creek parents started making their summers easier by sending their kids off to swim and, make leather wallets and macrame. Big success, no troubles, or so everyone thought. Everyone who lives here knows someone who spent time there as a kid. But 7 years ago, the owners went bankrupt after years of hidden financial mismanagement. Whoops. They put it on the market for a year or so, no takers, so they finally just abandoned the place entirely, as one does. Being a bunch of recreational equipment and cabins and a pool, the camp did not stay empty for very long. Squatters, teens looking for thrills, they've been the quote-unquote campers for the last few years. Finally, the original owners passed away and the camp went back on the market as part of the estate. Enter Jessica and Bernie's big camp dreams. I love it here. I still do, even though it's a wreck. There's so much to do. But there's something about this place, this land. It really calls to me. I can't really explain it. A backhoe and a bunch of landscapers are calling to me, but not until the investigation's over. Right now, we're just waiting and trying to help the police as best we can. Okay, come on over here. Let's show you the camp. Remember the pool, Lacey? I learned to swim right here. Oh, someone else had far less good of a time. That's true, but that was my cabin, right over there. Come see. These paw prints, they're everywhere. Were these here when those two poor young people died? Not these, but one's a whole lot like these. Yeah. The police investigator says it's just wild animals, just tracking all the mud from the season being so rainy. But honestly, I think these prints are a little big. Me too. You all keep poking around. I'm going to put up some cameras. We will see what shows up tonight with all of us gone. Everybody, come on over here. Remember how lovely this used to be? So, with all the girls gone, yeah. Those prints aren't from puppies, and they aren't from ghosts. I am taking some samples and some photos, and we'll see what Molly, the science teacher, can make of it. That's going to be next episode, I think, but we'll finish today with whatever the cameras find tonight. It'll be a cliffhanger for all of us. And, sorry to say it, but screw Bernie's dreams about the camp. Seriously. That teenager, Harry Boyce, he is still missing. And I'm really, really sick of people going missing. You know, the others can help Bernie get her camp back. Randy can get the case solved for the dead. I want to find Harry Boyce alive.